for a minute. Obviously, the Niners have all these offensive tools now with the addition of Run CMC, but there are still some OBJ rumors floating around. Adam Schefter kind of threw it into the ether this week that the Niners might be a fit for Odell Beckham Jr. And here was Kyle Shanahan on Murph and Mac this week talking about OBJ.
We're open to discussions with everybody. We look into everything. He's you don't have to worry about trade deadline with him because he's out there and he's available. I've always been a fan of Odell. Like I feel like most people are. I mean, he's that good of a player.
Right.
But I definitely am very happy with our receiver group right now and really love the guys that we have.
Would it make sense?
Yeah. It always makes sense to add good football players to your team. If you got money to spend and there are good players out there to be had and it's enough money for those good players, I don't see how it could hurt. You check out with the doctors, make sure all the medical's clear and have them, I don't know, run a few 40s. I don't know what you do to make sure a guy's still got it. And then if he can still play football at a high level, it's an easy answer for me. Yes. If you can bring in Odell Beckham Jr., yes.
I think we had a conversation about OBJ going back weeks ago before the Niners were linked with him, thanks to Adam Schefter. And at the time I said I'd stay away for now because I was hopeful that like Brandon Ayuk would be the guy who's like the attack downfield guy. I don't know if we'll ever see the true best out of Ayuk week in and week out. I don't know if we're going to see that. And now, you go out there and you get Run CMC. At this point, if you can keep stockpiling and just continue the embarrassment of riches, if guys don't care about targets and the idea is spreading the football around, because the one thing that, unless you feel like Ayuk is this guy, and again, he has not consistently shown to be this guy, they're missing an X receiver. Mark Schlereth brought that up earlier this week.
Guy who takes the top off.
Yeah, the guy that can just and not only take the top off, but quick hitter, like an impact player. Like OBJ, look, even if he catches one or two footballs a week, those one or two footballs might be impact plays that win you a game. And that's what he did for the Rams when he first joined them last year.
What he did for Los Angeles.
And then he continued to kind of build off of that and get better and better. You have guys right now that are like yak machines and they're able to catch the slants and run. And OBJ's the guy, like, as long as, like you said, as long as he's healthy, I don't know if you have him run 40s like you, however you got to test him out. But if he still has the wheels, he's the guy that, like, opposing defenses will be afraid of him. I don't think opposing defenses are afraid of Brandon Ayuk, with all due respect.
You think they call Odell Beckham Jr. and they're like, you still fast?
Hey, you fast? When's the last time you ran a 40?
Still run?
He's like, I got a video of it. No, we ain't taking videos. You got to see it in person, okay?
Who was the person that had that crazy
T.O.,
40?
right?
Oh, T.O., yeah.
At like 50 years old, he was running like a 4.7. I don't know. I don't know if we can trust that stopwatch. And it only costs you money. Like Shanahan said, you're not giving up assets. You're just giving them some money. If it doesn't work out, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
And they have money under the cap.
Run CMC changed everything. Like it's now to the point where you just load up. Load up. It's Super Bowl or bust. Like, load up. You gave all the picks for McCaffrey. You got Jimmy G for the rest of this year. Just go for it. At this point, go for it. Throw some money to OBJ and see if he can work out for you. Even if he doesn't work out for the first few weeks, if he works out by the time you get to the late season or playoffs, it's more than worth it. So, I would not necessarily now, after watching the last several weeks, be against that move. I think you can bring him in, and I don't think he would be much of an issue. He wasn't much of an issue in LA, and if he comes over, he knows the deal. Like he understands. Not dumb. He gets it. All right, your fantasy football questions. Load them up right now. 916-339-1140 on the text machine. The number is 1-800.